Right, my good people. So let's talk about Tanzania. We are going to talk about Madam Suluhu, the presidency of Tanzania, of which so many questions have been asked. So many people are talking about Suluhu, the president of Tanzania, who attained the presidential and become the top presidential candidate of Tanzania, of which the election of Tanzania had no opposition. And right now so many questions are being asked: how, when, how, left, right, center. There are a lot of questions that are being asked concerning the victory of how did Samia Suluhu attained to be the top tier. The reason is because how did she manage to get the 98% of the voters, or maybe the votes in Tanzania, out of 100? How did this happen? Because as according to the things that are happening right now in Tanzania, as we all know, most of the people did not like, or maybe did not vote for her just because of her bad governance. And most of them, on the day that people were voting, most of the people, or maybe most of the Tanzanian residents and the voters were not did not attain, or maybe attend the voting stations, of which this has emerged, and it's really circulating and giving a lot of questions and questions that are not yet to be answered, of which people and a lot of people, prominent people, are asking, or maybe they are questioning how did Samia Suluhu attain to be the top presidential candidate, of which the people of Tanzania were not, or maybe they did not agree on her attaining the presidential position because of her bad governance. And the people are still asking the same question. Here are some of the people, or some of the reactions of people asking and questioning the Tanzanian presidential candidate, of which it really has to have a lot of questions, just because of how did this happen. Because the 98% out of 100% of Tanzanians voted Samia Suluhu, and yet a big, or maybe a huge number of Tanzanian residents were seen, or maybe were seen out there doing democracy, running for their freedom. And this is just a big question and a big blow to Tanzanians, because this is a blow, and it's something that it's being even talked, it's being even asked with the prominent people, the likes of Obama. Right here is one of the clips, or maybe the video that the former USA Barack Obama, the former president of United States of America, Barack Obama, has just questioned, and it's being eyed on with a lot of prominent people. Let's listen to what the former USA President Barack Obama said.
We have to stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV is a democracy. Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression and a free press and the right to protest and petition the government and an independent judiciary and everybody having to follow the law.
Woman now who is staying in power now. She won 98% of the vote. Wow. Hi. 98%. No rigging. Wow. Congratulations. 90. Come on. Put it on 52. 57% is okay. Why 98? 98. Turn to someone next to you and say, women. Women. 98%. Oh, I love that woman. I knew it when she was wearing camouflage. I said, aha. I saw this. So I saw it from afar. So what you are saying is 2% are the ones marching on the streets. I love Africa. I really love Africa. But it's also not the will of God to move around burning things because you are angry. The problem of Tanzania is not that lady. Is she called Suhulu or Suluhu? Huh? Suhulu. Yeah. It's not their problem. The problem is the church. Let me tell you. The Bible says we should pray for the leaders of our countries. All right? So if the leader is not ruling well, the Bible says so that they can rule well. So who is responsible for politicians ruling well? The church. So if a politician is not ruling well, the problem should be laid on the doorstep of the church.
Tanzania's Electoral Commission has announced that the incumbent president, Samia Suluhu Hassan, has won with 98% of the vote. You got that right. She has apparently won with 98% of the vote. But supposedly, 32 million Tanzanian voters voted for her. In addition, that the voter turnout was 87%. These guys did not even make an effort to make these results appear believable. Everybody knows that the turnout was dismally low. So for them to come and just dish out those ridiculous results is just the height of impunity. It would be laughable if it wasn't so tragic. Now, it's very important for the people of Tanzania to realize that this is a revolution. It's not an uprising. It must not end at the uprising level, because an uprising, people come out, they demonstrate, they express themselves, and then business goes back to usual. This time, it cannot be business as usual. It must be business unusual. What has begun happening in Tanzania is unstoppable. Remember, the voice of the people is the voice of God. The collective consciousness of the Tanzanians that is now expressing itself, not just in the street protests, but in the articulation of what the people are tired of and what they want, that must continue. Remember, the goal of a revolution is not just regime change, it is systemic change. We must therefore understand that this is going to be a marathon. What's going to happen in the next couple of days is that you will see President Samia Suluhu Hassan come out and give a speech that will be reconciliatory, yet at the same time will seek to project a tough tone, that she's not going to tolerate any dissent or any nonsense. They are going to practically rubbish the voice of the people. But the people always prevail. The people always prevail when they keep at it. The people always prevail.